Hello gamers, and welcome to my first league match in the new Steel Division or Simulated Divisions League season. I play against Mr. James. He's playing with the 10th Guard Tankovi or Tankovi Tank Corps. Guard Tankovi Corpus. And he's on Maverick income, and I play 28th Jäger on balanced income. So let's take a look at the decks first. So this is Mr. James's deck. He's got a few Recon units, including the submachine ones and the very good Razvedka, the BA-10M as well. Tanko Desaniki, Saperi, 2 Saperi in B, Guardia, 1 card of Guardia DP, quite a lot of tanks. T-34s, 76s, but also the 85s, double vetted, that's a good call. And he also has a captured Panther card and a captured Tiger card. Support TP brought lots of supply trucks, and that's because he's got 2 Andrayusha cards, both in B phase. Could have brought 1 in C phase, but then again he's playing Maverick. So he really wanted to make good use of his Androyushas. Some AT cannons, only the M42s. Gnosis 3. And yeah, AT plane, lots of fighters and lots of AT rockets in the C phase. Okay. Yeah, so this is my 28th Jäger deck, as I played it with lots of snipers in A phase already, despite it being balanced. Maybe I should bring one of them in B actually. And lots of Jäger cards. I thought I would have good AT capabilities with my Jägers in close range engagements, but also some Stuks, so I put an additional Stuk in here. And I thought that I have decent artillery to deal with his AA and stuff, and then the idea was kind of to win hold the line using my my AT infantry, my Marder, my Pak 40 and so on, and then win the air war, and then ultimately the game. So that was the plan, and this was supposed to work against his tanks as well. Very decent AT plane, I think. I did put out the Recon plane. I usually have the Recon plane, but I thought I won't need it. So here we are back in Orsha North. Mr. James on the left hand side, I play on the right hand side in blue. And it's actually Mr. James's first competitive match ever. So we chatted a bit, obviously, during picks and bans and so on. So really exciting moment for both of us. Yeah, my game plan was kind of I expected him to maybe break through here, so I wanted to protect this open space against his tanks. I think I've never played against the 10th Guards Tank Division. I definitely did not want to lose the center, and I thought he might push through here with his Tanko Desaniki. So I had quite a few units going there as well. I brought some initial AA because I thought maybe he pushes with tanks and I might have to bring some air. And I sometimes like playing, well, depending, with early AA, but I definitely did not want to lose this town because winning it back is a nightmare. As you can see here, I brought the Stuk, kind of like early protection here against pushes here. And as you can see, I get into the town, and he's got not a very offensive deployment here in the north. AT gun here, that was going to be a problem a bit later on. And there yeah, it's in general a very defensive deployment, I'd say. He's the Maverick player, but at the beginning we all have the same income. So I brought lots of HMGs here. I sent them into the buildings here on the road and also here to cover this area. I think this is quite important. And nothing is happening here in the north. I only sent one unit here because I thought I can't, if you know already Frederick the Great said, if you defend everywhere, you defend nowhere. This is like a pretty standard location for the, am I moving it? I am not, it's unloaded at the incorrect spot. I maybe unloaded it here and then wanted to move it because sometimes it gets shot at, but this is a spot that's good for an AT gun. The Stuk already shooting a bit. Now the HMGs against the BA-10M, obviously no chance, I will withdraw them. Here in the north, I thought he's going to use his tank with Thessaloniki to push through the green forest and then maybe push with tanks in the open ground. So very defensive deployment here with the captured this 3 and the sharpshooter that was supposed to kind of, you know, see if something comes along, shoot at things that come along. I haven't withdrawn the HMGs yet, but I will. Stuk sitting here, he's withdrawing his BA-10Ms. And the this 3 gun still not in the correct spot. This sharpshooter is giving nice line of sight here. I should have set it to return fire only. So what I do here is I bring some cheap Gebirgsjäger artillery to solidify my position in the center. Notice this 3 gun is shelling the BA-10 because it was annoying me with the HMGs. There's a Stuk here. Where is it going to? Yeah, it's guarding the road. And now he brings his mortars. I think that James has also in the other game a good artillery game. He likes his artillery and uses it very effectively. I've got a leader here as well, just for that extra punch here. I didn't have a commander in the deck, I believe. And here I'm just, you know, shelling this location. It's obviously a bit too late. The flamethrower will most likely go down to the half track. But I don't lose the flag just yet. But as you can see, it's quite good to have a Stuk here. And this seems in an odd position, but it actually covers very nicely this area and also this area. So that's pretty cool, I think. I've just covered this house in this game actually. And here comes my AT plane. But he's countering it to my... that's obviously very unfortunate for me. Someone pinged. Can't really see now. Okay, he's attacking me. He's taking me down. Yeah, unfortunately. So the double AA wasn't enough. Was a bit a stupid call to bring the... Okay, there's an attack beacon here by me for his AA, for his half tracks. You know, to bring that without the support. Still, I'm not moving my troops here because I've moved them a little bit maybe to the edge here because I really don't know what's in here. And there was no major push, so it could have been well defended. This is like his kind of push area, but I'm still holding the flag. 5 minutes into the game. He will have the income, he already has a small income advantage, he will have a larger income advantage in B phase, so if I don't fall back in points, it's good for me. And now I bring reinforcements. I maybe need to bring him in a different vehicle actually, it's 5 points wasted. Also advised by Flix, you know, don't bring the Jäger Pionierführer in this shitty 5-point half track. Unarmored open top. He's not pushing here, he could though. He's got lots of units, so I'm actually a bit lucky that he doesn't push. I think it's the Stuk actually that stopped him, because he knows they've got a Stuk somewhere here. So he thinks it's a well-defended position. It kind of is. I mean, it's a sufficient defense also with the sharpshooter. Obviously a heavy MG would be nice as well. He's now pushing again here. There's lots of mortar units. And I'm now shelling what? Yeah, this house. It's not quite working. Yeah, but he's withdrawing, so it kind of worked. We're already 7 minutes into the game and it's kind of like a stalemate. He now starts shooting at me. Possibly at the units up here. Oh no, he sees my flamethrower, apparently, maybe. And his mortars are going against my Sturmjägers. Yeah, those bike mortars are pretty cool units. 3k range. You get a decent amount of shells and you can just move them around, move them to the front, move them back. It's really cool. And here he comes with a PE2. Yeah, I don't unload on time, I think. Yeah, now I do unload. I've got an AA piece here as well. He's shelling the Sturmjäger, but I'm also bringing out a fighter bomber. Not sure if that's going to work. There's no AA yet, just the half tracks. Yeah, with the bomb load it's a bit too slow. I won't get it. And I don't have any 88 mil in the deck. Okay, what am I going to do now? There's his P-39 Cobra. Dogfight. I think I tried to micro the plane out of there. Still, this is in a stupid position. And I think it might be advisable to switch off AG shells in a position like that, because you get revealed and then you get shelled. So those New Zealand and so on. Okay, this was a blind shot, and I'm trying to fly over my AA, but he's not following. So I actually think that having AG shells is nice, but kind of if you get good, it needs micro, because I think it might be worthwhile switching it off. He's sitting in here, I don't know that. He's still not pushing here. I did push him out of the forest in the north, and I'm still reinforcing this. Where are you going? Yeah, this guy's going here to give me vision here, which is a bit stupid because there's already one guy. I think I might have redirected it in a moment to here. Or not, because I thought I can sneak it out here in the corner and get vision. Or maybe I did not. Who am I shelling? His half tracks. That's obviously not super effective. He's amassing lots of tanks here, including a Panther. Okay, now the sharpshooter stopped. Yeah, and it's going up here. It's a 13-11 lead for me. We are entering B as we enter B phase, so I'm happy. But what James also does really well, he's only attacking when he's got lots of units. Now, to actually make it count. So my Stuk 3 easily goes down against the Pantera. 130mm front armor. And I have a penetration value of 135, but obviously it scales down over the distance. He's withdrawing it, which is nice. I'm bringing a Pack and a Panzerjäger. Dozer. Okay, he's got a T-34 here as well now. I've got a Marder ready though. If he breaks through, I've got AT units here. He's now shelling the hell out of me. Out of my flak actually. Of my AA. It's very unfortunate for me. And yeah, I did manage with the help of this 3 to take out this unit. Now this is bad, I don't seem to notice it because the puck is still going this way. And I don't shell his units, unfortunately. Okay, I've stopped it, good. This is kind of to prevent the... Now I'm falling it back. To prevent the tank from going through the Panther. And now he knows my AA is down. I've actually moved this AA piece to protect it. And I'm bringing out a fighter. But his bombs go down. Will I be able to take out his bomber? It's one of his 2 early PE2 bombers. He comes with the progressing leader unit. I take out the PE2, but unfortunately my fighter goes down as well. There's a second fighter as well. He had good fighter play here. As I start shelling his mortars. Not sure if that's going to be effective at all. Yeah, not quite. Still holding this position. I didn't intend to push further. I mean, I could have pushed to this, tried to push to this flag, maybe with infantry here. That might have been a good call. Also knowing that I've got vision here, I've got this Stück 3 here now, in case he comes with armor. There's another Panther. And here comes my AT plane. I apparently have vision on his units here. I think I had vision on the Comroti for sure. And on the Panther. And it's kind of standing sideways a little bit. So what's going to happen? Yeah, it's going down. That's a nice kill. And now he's overshooting. And this 1 AA piece will be sufficient to save the AT plane, I think. Now they start shooting as well, a little bit. Yeah, just about enough. Will I take it down? No, unfortunately I think I won't. Now he brought his Andreyushas. And I bring some Mardas because I've spotted, you know, that he's amassing troops. AA replacement coming in. The Stück 3 now fighting the Panther. But yeah, I did pierce it. Stück will obviously go down. But it's taking some damage. I need the supplies here. And yeah, I could not. He's moved his mortars. I could not destroy them. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was mortars or the bike mortars or whatever, or some artillery. Now the Andreyushas are preparing. Not yet. It's still 13-11. I'm taking him because of this flag. Bringing a Panzerjäger because in the city it's a good call against, you know, Panthers. I'm also holding this flag. And surprisingly this flag. And I have a Panzerjäger here as well. And he can shoot it at everything that comes down this road with his 250 meter range. Yeah, it's, yeah, till here. So he's got the crossroad covered, I think. Yeah, I'm moving my Panzerjäger forward. That's maybe a bit of a bold move. And it can't hop through the houses because the Jäger is here. The BA-10M might get line of sight. It's actually a good location. Yeah, it's got line of sight. Starts shooting. But I'm redirecting. I think I was paying attention to this movement the whole time. My Jäger is still here. And now lots of Saparis. This looks like he's intending to push. And he will most likely use his Andreyushas to support that push. It's actually a very good play. And we're in B phase though, you know. So I think he's amassed all his troops and is now planning his decisive B phase push to make the most out of his income advantage. He's shooting at this location where my ZIS 3 gun is, and he's shooting at the forest where my AA gun sits, but there's nothing else in here. No movement up here. They will possibly attack the town. No, he's unloading them or stopping them here. Interesting. There's his Andreyushas shooting. Yeah, they will most likely kill, you know, these two units for high ammunition costs, but he's got enough supplies. I bring in some IG, the IG-33, because I expect infantry to attack, as well as tanks. I've got something against tanks. I unloaded, and I think this came in just on time. I think it's not in cover, but I think the location is decent enough. I will use this as a screenshot for YouTube. It's a slight spoiler, but it doesn't matter. I'm blind shotting this, killing my own Jäger. It would have gone down anyway. This 3 gun goes down. The Flak actually survived this. And now the Mardas are shooting with APCR, unfortunately, which is not really necessary. Only one Marder shooting though. Now this gun is joining the fight, and he's brought up AA as well. Quite a bit actually. So this push for this flag was very successful, but it's only the push for one flag, and it's only 12-12. He did move his Andreyushas back and is going to reinforce them. He's going for my Mardas, but I still have enough AA. I brought this AA piece in as well. So goodbye IL-2. It won't die, but it will disappear. I'm also withdrawing the Mardas a little bit. Nothing happening here. I'm just happily holding this. I should have pushed here through the forest a bit. I think would have been a sensible push, cause enough open ground. But there's the Panther, so well, he's now pushing here in the center a bit as well. I'm moving into better positions here, or trying to at least. There's ammunition for my artillery, and it's now shooting at what? Yeah, at this location, target shooting, or ground target. Reinforcements are coming for the forest. I don't want him to push through. This is something that can happen. He's not pushing here at all, even though he's got the troops. So it's luckily for me, I can easily keep that flag. There's a Gebirgshaubitze as well, shooting at, I think, ground target shooting at this location. There's another Stück 3 trying to take out the T-34. No, the half-track. And another Stück. And now he's pushing up the hill as expected. It was not simultaneously. And it's 13-11. But we are in minute 21, which means I start having an income advantage. Obviously he's got more, he had the chance to spend more points, way more points by now. So I'm actually quite happy with the 13-11 for him and the point lead, but still expecting heavy pushes. Now I'm still reinforcing down here now with the Batterieführer, and I'm bringing in a off map to kind of maybe retake this position. But his Separis, they will prove to be a nightmare. There's the off map. Not too great. I think I should have moved a bit more forward to cover the houses better and just the edge of this house. so move the entire off-map a bit towards his spawn point. Here comes the bomber to save the day here, and some reinforcements are being called in as well, as you can see. Still holding this. He's very defensive here. And the bomb goes down. Obviously there's artillery, unfortunately. Was that effective? Killed the leader, pinned everyone down, including my own unit, but still. It kind of stopped it. Did the Jäger MG just shoot? Now he's shelling me with mortars as well. I can stop Pogrishin, I can even take him out. Lots of reinforcements are pouring in. I've lost all the lots of units here, like the Aufklärungsunit. I know that there's a parry in here, and I know that there's a parry here. It's a bit bold to push with the tanks, but I thought he has no AT. I've lost a unit here, but I'm bringing in more. So let's see how that plays out actually. And there are lots of reinforcements here to take back this town. I want to take it back as quickly as possible. So this is a bit of a bold move. I know that there's nothing super close here because of how the front line moves. I lose these units, but I know it's a parry, which means no AT. Now the bomber, unfortunately, the fighter bomber didn't help that much. And actually, yeah, I can take out the T-34 here. Unfortunately not that Zenard. That would have been nice. And there's a Tiger coming. I think I've spotted it. And well, I'm shooting like everything. I've got 2 Tigers there. Side damaged. So I think I can take them on. But it's not really working. I've got APCR switched on. The shooter is knocked out. I'm not taking out the Tiger, apparently. Yeah, I am taking out the Tiger. It's actually not that bad. Now his AT plane unfortunately takes out my Marder. But I might be able to take out his IL-2. No, I think I will have to withdraw. Yeah, but I spot his other units here. And now against the Tiger I don't have a chance, but I'm not withdrawing unfortunately. I should have withdrawn this Stück. I think the trades weren't that bad. Could have been worse. And I've just on time reinforced the forest here. And also these units are now in position to push back. The Cobra goes down, that's good. And it's a Pioneer here. He's shooting at these guys. So this is actually a very helpful angle from here to these houses. I need to memorize that. That was kind of unintentional. They are not in green cover though. But this is a nice line of sight here. And to be honest. Yeah, unfortunately they get pinned down and I'm not moving my units. I'm trying to shell his artillery. Or his AA rather. And he's still making good use of his mortars, trying to take out my better positions. What are you trying to do? You're trying to kill these units here that annoyed me so much, but yeah, it's not going to work because they've moved. Oh, I've still got the Stück here. Now a nice off-map. And I've got this flag. Now the Tiger is coming. Will I be able to take out the Tiger? Oh no, that bounced off. From the ZIS 3, what's the penetration? It's 105 millimeters only. Yeah, and this is, yeah, no way I will kill it. I'm now trying to make use of the Stück, expecting that there's only Saperi, kind of to open the flank. I don't know what took down my Stück actually. Was it the Razvedka maybe? 250 meters, could have been the Razvedka. Now pinning down the Zenard, killing a very few units doesn't help that much. I just wanted to do something against it. He's now using his Andriusha against these 2 locations, which is a good call because he knows he has my Ziskan. He knows I've got units in here. Luckily his units are kind of pinned down as well, but one. I've got this flag just about. And now bringing in more fighters obviously is not going to help with all the Zenards. And there are 4 Zenards here. I've dropped some models, but that's about it. They've usually got 6, so they're down to 3, 2, 1. Come on, die. Yeah, so this fight was lost, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Now, Jäger MG doing its job, and I'm kind of pushing here now. He's going to shell that with his mortars. Yeah, that's good play. There's his PE2. Really annoying. It's 13-11 for me. I did take back this flag, but I won't be able to take it out. And I've lost lots of models here. And everyone is pinned down and getting shelled. Really painful. Yeah, there's no way I can kill them. And I'm pinning his artillery now, his AA. I will respond with something in a bit. Unfortunately, my Focke-Wulf goes down. I've marked this one as well. It's such a shame it didn't go down. There's his Tiger coming. Unfortunately, I'm also not using my artillery to continue to attack his AA. That would have been a smart thing to do. And even if there was no artillery, something's bound to be there. This guy's going to here for support, potentially against the Tiger. He got this flag back. I'm falling back here now. Too late. I just want to keep this tiny pocket. And these guys are supposed to take the forest and maybe more. Nothing here happening at all. I'm just here like in position with decent units, AT capabilities and so on. This unit is possibly standing a bit too far behind to give the leader bonus. Not quite sure, maybe a bit further forward would have been nice. This Sturmjäger here with the 300-meter range on the MP44s is in a good spot to cover, the yellow forest and maybe tanks that try to break through. Yeah, I don't move the sharpshooter forward, unfortunately. That was kind of the initial plan. I was too busy elsewhere. I sent a plane train. I'm now not quite sure what it actually achieved. Maybe nothing. Possibly nothing. I think this goes down, yeah. So very unfortunate attack. And there comes the Nebelwerfer. Still holding ground here. Now I already have the income advantage. But look at the map, he's got that many units. It's quite incredible. I feel like I have less units for sure. But I think I'm in the lead. And in the lead now there's a 55-minute time limit. So as long as I hold the line, everything is good. That was kind of my thinking. And I also wanted to obviously push back, but without taking too many risks and exposing a front line. And as you can see now, he's pushing here successfully. My artillery is finally shooting again. It's shooting at, this mortars basically. And there's a lucky kill. Good. I'm holding this, but I'm not moving forward. There's this annoying Tiger. And still lots of Zenard. And I brought the Nebelwerfer with the Maultier, which allows me theoretically to move it around and also to resupply it immediately. And it turned out to be the correct decision, at least for a balanced stack. And he doesn't have... Well, he's got mortars, but he doesn't really have counter battery. But the Andreyusha, obviously. Which is doing nothing at the moment. Luckily. Shelling this doesn't really help at all. He's now pushing with his tanks, which is a huge threat for me. He wants to secure this town here. He's got some Jägers coming in. He's now pushing through the town as well, smoking off my Jägers. Let's see how my defense holds up. The Jägers start shooting. Panzerjägers, come on. They are not really shooting. I managed to force them to unload. Even the SDKFZ 7 is now shooting. Not that bad, actually, for 5 points. Shelling this location here with the Gebirgshaubitzen. I actually needed to play them a little bit more effectively. The Panzerjäger didn't stop them, they went too far this way. My gun goes down, I'm still holding this, that's good. And I've basically stopped his push-ish. Moving forward the SIG, the ZIG-33 basically. And there's a Panthera. I'm sending in some fighter bombers just, to know it doesn't even work. I just wanted to stress him a little bit. And he will take out my Panzerjäger here, I think. I'm still in the lead, and it's but it's still like 23 minutes to go, right? So I think at this point I was getting a bit worried about how it would go on, because he was pushing hard in the center and also in the south. And my defense here was a bit weak because he softened it up. I'm not using the Nebelwerfer, it's reloading. And these guys need more ammunition. Sending in some reinforcements here. The Jäger's not in the house, but basically this push has been stopped. Now he's going for the BA-10, I guess. Yeah, I think in retrospective I should have pushed a bit in the north, considering that that this plane didn't get shot at. So I know he's got no AA here. I should know, at least. I should notice. But I don't attack. The leader is still alive, but not in the house, unfortunately. But I still don't want to use auto cover, because it's a bit too risky if you need to have your units in line of sight. Now here says Pantera and a Komrotti, and my Stück 3 is not even shooting. Why is it not even shooting? This is a bug. I think this was a bug. And there was no height difference here. I'm not sure what went on here. I went for some unit here, I didn't really notice now, but I can save my ET plane. I'm holding this flag. I moved forward a tiny little bit, just enough to hold it. He apparently doesn't notice immediately, otherwise he would have pushed. There's a T-34 coming in. I've luckily got the Stück here and the Marder, and the Stück is maybe going to save the day. No, it's not. Is the Marder going to save the day? Using APCR shells, which is I think not necessary. I didn't micro it off. Only 55mm side armor. But there goes down the T-34. Now the Nebelwerfer is loading. I did attack something up here with my planes, forcing him to bring AA. So that's points he can't use to attack the front line, so that's actually good. And there we go. I took out one Zenard here. Will I take out the other one? Possibly I took it out with the Nebelwerfer. Come on. This Guardia DP goes down. And the Zenard goes down as well. That's really good, but there are still two. His Tiger is in an ambush position. I take out his Saperi. It's 13-11 for James. He's ticking me, and I know I need to get a flag because it's kind of close now. Zenard very offensively. I still have my Jäger here, so I know that he's coming. Sharpshooter not shooting, Stück not shooting. They disappear just on time. Actually, I take down the Dushka, so that's good. The Jäger Pioneers here in the rear, kind of to prevent breakthroughs and go forward if necessary. And now he's shelling my hut here, my complex. I will lose those units, I think. They might surrender. That's obviously painful. Yeah, he's nicely taking this, also stopping my reinforcements. It's 13-11 for him. Luckily I've got this flag still. And I'm sending in a puck. Because there's nothing here to contest these units. The Panther went down. I possibly took that out with the bombers we've seen before. I might be floating a bit. I bring in a Nebelwerfer. To which position? This one. This one is reloading. Nebelwerfer, super cool unit. A Zig gun going here to prevent breakthroughs in combination with the Stück. That's kind of the plan. Cover this road and also reinforce it with, back it up with infantry. Now he's shooting with his Tiger, and I don't really have anything against his Tiger. Now I've got the Marder with the APCR shells. It's not going through. I sent in fighters because I thought, well, maybe I've taken out his AA, and I'm stressing him out, which is good, and that actually might save the day for the Marder, or does it not? Possibly does not. There's the shot. Down goes the Marder. My planes get out though. All these units are still alive. Now he's shooting at my Zig. The heat shells can't be used because of 750 meter range. And unfortunately my Panzer just doesn't cut it here. Nebelwerfer would be ready, but I'm not using it right now. I really need some AT capabilities, and I bring in 3 Stücks here. And there's a 14-10 lead, and this is the moment where I think it could have gone very wrong here. I take out his annoying spotter, and these units won't be enough to take back the hill or take back this town. Very offensive reinforcement here, a bit risky. I keep these units defensively because I know there's a Tiger and I won't be able to easily push back this flag. So I'd rather go for this flag. And also this one, because I need it. My flag is still firing. Good thing is it's apparently out of range of the mortars. Well, not really. Not sure. He takes out my puck, I take out his plane. My AT plane also is forced to fly back. Some reinforcements here. Yeah, this guy should go into a building. I managed to take back this flag, so that brings it to a 13-11, but he is ticking me. And it's super close. I need to take a flag back, and my intention is to take this flag and protect this area. Still nothing happening here. It would have been nice to push here. It's only a T-34 that's a real threat. I shoot with the Nebelwerfer against his position up here. Possibly I thought there's still the AA, but this one AA piece actually disappeared to a different shot, I guess. Not the most effective. He's smoking this location. I now sent forward my sharpshooter because I wanted to take out the AA. Lots of units here, and he's got 80 income, and look at the map, it's full with red units. What are you shooting at, guys? You're shooting at the Tiger or at the other thing? Yeah, I'm fighting the Tiger with 3 Stücks. This is not going to end well, I think. Also the OB-25 is helping out quite a bit. Yeah, I should withdraw rather than push forward. Circle around here. I send in a plane. I mark his AA. And this plane actually takes out the OB. That's good. And I'm trying to push back hard. I was a bit floating sometimes. Okay, I unload them luckily. Only one Stück there to fight the tiger, that's not enough. Holding this flag though. Moving forward these units as well to support. And I'm preparing a push in the center with an off map and all these units. I bring in a plane train against his tiger rather than his other units. I don't know why I'm not making more use of the Nebelwerfer, it's kind of loaded. The support fighter to guard my planes is actually strafing while it's here. I get 2 bombs off and I manage to kill the leader, which is obviously helpful, and the tiger goes down as well, so this was worth it. 3 planes in the plane train and the supporting fighter. So this eliminated a huge threat. I set the off map in a good spot, maybe a little bit too offensive. I also don't own this flag, so he's 14-10 in the lead. I really need to get flags back. He's got this flag now as well, but now this unit is not pinned down any longer. This is supportive SIG as well to prevent breakthroughs while I push, and then I expected him to counter push if my push fails. Am I going to be able to kill this unit in here? Would be really nice. Okay, it's out of ammunition, it's pinned down, and it should hopefully surrender. No, the T-34s are really super annoying. Now the off-map going down, not unfortunately against the tanker Thessaloniki. Here comes my push, and he's shelling my Stück position. I am shelling. Yeah, I'm shelling his compound here because I want to save these units and continue the push. He's actually taking out both Stücks. I am surrendering his units here. Unfortunately, this guy is fighting, so he took out one of my Opel Blitzes. I'm unloading now, finally. And I managed to take the flag. Bring me to a 13-11. And I need it because it's only 11 minutes left. And he's got more points, so I'm under heavy pressure right here. I just about don't have this flag. They need to be on active duty again. He's withdrawing. He's sending in all he has. Razvedka. They are really good because they can easily kill armored vehicles as well. There's a tiger. Guardia not shooting. Interestingly. I'm sending more reinforcements here. Also, I'm sending reinforcements to this hill, I think. And he's trying to heavily reinforce the city. I did manage to take this flag. Because they are on active duty again. And I managed to take this flag. And I'm pushing them a bit to the edge so that I can shoot out and get line of sight. He's making good use of his mortars yet again. Didn't manage to kill them at all. Only one. My artillery is not shooting. He's kind of pushing back here with Guardia. So let's see if the SIG gun pays off. No, it's not paying off. Or is it? Oh, loading time. Ooh, come on, get the shot off. Will it be enough? Yes. This SIG 33 now prevented him from capturing this flag, allowing me to keep the 13-11. Sending in a supporting plane against the mortars. Will I finally kill the mortars? There's still artillery. A ping goes down. Where does it go down? Yeah, I ping his artillery. Yeah, I won't be able to attack them. I might even go down considering his AA here. And am I responding with something here? Not yet. Because I'm also, you know, busy fighting here, trying to micro it a bit, trying to attack the town here, get this flag. I need to move this Jäger. This is a very good positioning here for the Jozo unit. Nothing happening here though. And here I'm pushing against his AA. Now the Zig gun I positioned here is not helping yet. Should have been positioned more like here. Now it's shooting. T-34 incoming. Heat is only 750 meter range. I am going for the Zenat. He's showing me here. I lost this flag again, but I've still got the 1410 lead, standing in a puck. And I've got this flag, and I'm pushing forward here, see what's going on. Got this flag. I've got some units in the forest again. And I'm sending in some Stückführer, 3 of them. Interesting, yeah, to different locations to buff up my units and also to kill his tanks. It's a 15-9 lead now because I've got these 2 flags here. I've got this flag back. I've captured these flags here. Now my air support is coming in. Yeah, not killing the T-34, double vetted. I should have come from the side, microed it a bit more. He's now withdrawing his units. This is a moment where I should have Q moved, potentially. But I am ticking him 15-9, so I also don't want to risk it. Imagine if I lose this position, then he gets 2 flags. Lots of Jäger reinforcements. I really want to hold these flags. Everything pinned down. I should have just sent 1 unit here, but obviously I didn't know that everything was pinned down. He's got this flag back. I've got no units left in the forest up here. So it's only 1410. Surrender here. Scouting unit coming in, but I've got AT capabilities, which was kind of the game plan as well. Let's see if he moves up, I might be able to kill it. The puck is here to stop any armor threats that come this way or half tracks and stuff. But I've also got the puck here in a nice location, killing this unit. And here we go. Will I get the kill? Yeah, there we go. Sending in the plane. I think this is to solidify this position here, kill the Saperi, because I can't take it out with my Jäger. It's better CQC the Saperi. He's taken back this flag though, but so it's only 13-11, but I'm ticking him. I've got the income advantage and it's only 5 minutes left. He's not pushing here with the Tiger. I think he would have stood a chance to break through. I only had like this Zig 3 or maybe the Stück here to help, maybe an AT plane. But also then again, the flag is a bit far away. I've got a shot of reinforcement, so, and he's got this flag. What he needed to do is maybe push back this flag or like this flag, but with what? And now he's only got 80 income, calling in 2 T-34 85s for like a final push, I assume. Where are these units going? To the center and to the north. Is he out of ammunition here? He's not, he's just not using it. Or it's kind of out of ammunition. I don't know how many rockets they actually need to load. I think he's out of ammunition, but there's still a supply truck here. So luckily for me, he didn't continue using them, and I'm finally using my Nebelwerfer again. Nice hits here. This unit is pinned down. Will I push? Not quite sure actually. Got this flag, so that's good, 13-11. I don't have this flag. I'm shelling the location a little bit, shooting at it with, I think, I don't know what. Was it a unit I shot at, or? The Gebirgsjäger are shooting, I think, at the no, where are they shooting? Yeah, they are also helping out, trying to capture this location, which is going to work, I think. Here we go. But they are the T-34s. I still have a Pak 40 here. I've got a Stuk, I've got a Panzerjäger, I've got AT capable infantry, and he's pushing in here now. Let's see if my defense actually holds. I'm moving forward the Sturmjäger to take out the BA. It's kind of working with the support of the plane. Without the plane it would have killed it. I'm moving back now. Moving forward the sharpshooter. Sending in an AT plane. Taking out the T-34, 76. Will the line hold? Didn't hold this flag. But I'm comfortably in the lead here with regard to points. Sturmjäger up here using his LMG at the Tanko Komrati. Yeah, the AT capabilities here paid off. One guy bailed out. It's kind of slowed down the entire push. A plane train here of fighters trying to help push these flags here. But with the help of my airplanes in this final push of his, maybe it's the final push, my air superiority plan worked out and it was kind of stopped. Yeah, also the ZIG 33s are now helping out quite a bit because he's moving forward his possibly Q moving. Yeah, Q moving his infantry. Gebirgshaubitze shooting at don't know what. Yeah, I'm now shelling this location here because I think he's reinforcing it. So I'm basically just shooting at it to hit whatever comes. I didn't know what was coming because I didn't have line of sight. The sharpshooter is not in position. I actually don't get a hit here. He's taking back the flag with the gun. Now another plane train in an attempt to stop his T-34s a little bit at least. Stress them out. I should have withdrawn the Jäger, but I don't. I mean, they get damaged, don't they? Or are they just stressed? Tiny little bit damaged, maybe. He's got the 13-11 lead, but it's only 12 seconds left. I've got the point advantage. I've got these flags up here. I've got a very solidified position in the city, but he's got this one flag. And it doesn't really matter to me because I'm in the lead, so I'm not moving forward here to get the flag. Yeah, and there it is. I've won, as you can see. Obviously the game was a bit dictated by the time limit of 55 minutes, otherwise I would have had to push more, I think. Or it would have gone even longer. And then we were kind of considering a bit, you know, who has to surrender or whatnot, because James thought that after 55 minutes you need to have more flags rather than more points. Yeah, so it went on a little bit. We were kind of briefly chatting in Discord. I was first chatting here and here in Discord, and then I saw it in Discord. So there's not much action going on here right now. So I fast forwarded. Yeah, very well played by Mr. James. His first competitive match ever. So really good effort, and I think his RT game is quite good. Team stats. KD slightly in my advantage, not a big difference though. Chronology, that was obviously a nice kill. Yeah, unfortunately I've lost my Henkel here. Pantera took out my Stück 3. Are there any hero units? His Pokrishkin is a hero unit. His P2 possibly. The Andreyusha, lots of kills, really worth bringing it. Here, look at that. Zenat was good. The Tiger. T-34-76. And the Saperi down here was possibly the one in the town, on the hill, southern town. And his losses, my plan with the AT plane actually worked really nicely. Taking out the Pantera, the Komroti, the VA-10, T-34-85 and T-34-76, so really good. The bomber worked nicely. The Nebelwerfer did a good job taking out 2 AA pieces. This bomber did an okay job. It was not worth its points, but you know, if you kill those units, they also get stop a push or allow you to push. So it's more than just a point trade. And I think, yeah, I've only lost like 1, so that's quite good. And then there's Pak 40 did a good job. There's Focke-Wulf. This Henkel bomber did a really good job. The Zig did a good job. Off map okay. Helped also quite a bit, in particular with the push. Without the off map, the push in the central town would have been way more difficult. This Nebelwerfer did an okay job as well. This was the second Nebelwerfer. It helped. Also pinned down lots of units. Can we actually see his profile? No, we can't. Yeah, so congratulations to Mr. James for a good match and commiserations for the loss. And then see you for the next cast. Until then, bye for now.